We are standing in front of Shri Bade Hanuman Mandir. So this is going to be the start point of our today's walk. It will start from this mandir, which is one of the most prestigious temple in Prayagraj. It is right next to the fort walls. This is the Akbar Fort, or nowadays we would prefer to call it Prayagraj Fort. And from here we'll take a short walk right along the fort walls to the Yamuna River bank. And all along there will be a few interesting and significant places which I'll be covering. Let us start with this temple first. So over here, this is one of the only temples of Lord Hanuman in the world which depicts him sleeping on the ground. Now the story behind it goes that when he came back from Lanka after the great war with Ravan, he was so exhausted that he couldn't even walk. So he decided that this is the end of it. Now that's all that I can live. And he decided to take a samadhi over there. So it is the mother of Lord Rama who came to meet him, and she applied vermilion on his forehead. That is sindoor, which is called sindoor in the local language. And from there he started recovering, and then he became sort of immortal. Okay, we have reached this place where you can see on this citadel on the top there is a glass house. This is where the Sangam controlling authority, that is the local government authorities, sit over there during Magh Mela to control and monitor the entire proceedings which happen in the front. So back to the story of Lord Hanuman. So this is the point. This is the place where the Ganga and the Yamuna confluence, and the mythological Saraswati. Now during the winter months, the river recedes far behind because there is very less water. But during the monsoon season, the river swells and it comes till the point where it touches the feet of Lord Hanuman, and there afterwards the river starts receding back. So many people come that time of the year to see this spectacle. So here we are walking along the fort walls, and as you can see on both sides of the road you will find these small shops selling all kind of interesting items, from food to ornaments and some souvenirs. So mela is the Hindi translation of the word fair, which is like a fun activity combined with some sort of religion, wherein you participate in religious activities as per your belief, and then you enjoy a little bit of those shopping. So these are the fort walls. This fort was built by Akbar, and he built it at that time to achieve two things. One is to control the trade routes which move on the rivers, and the second is that he wanted to enclose a certain religious places of significance for Hindus which were there in the locality. So he built a fort wall around these religious places. That is what at least the locals believe, that he wanted to sort of try to wean away the people from Hinduism, and maybe try to convert them into his own religion of choice, that is Muslim religion. That might sound a bit of a controversial this time, but otherwise, those days, these were the things which were happening. As you can see, there are a lot of these auto rickshaws around. There will be these e-rickshaws and these share rickshaws. So these are all share transport. These are the transports which are used for the people who come to visit this place, to come from the main city and reach here. Now let me just cross over the river. Sorry, cross over the road. Let me just cross over the road to show you something very interesting. In this part of the wall, there is a door over here. This door opens up from inside the fort and it allows people to go along this path. Now this path is the path which straight away leads to Sangam. So this door is called Ganga Dwar. It is opened 5 times in a year. Mostly it is opened during the month of Magh Mela, during the 5 Shahi Snans. Now the next place of significance over here is this Akshay Vat. It is believed that this tree is time immemorial. It has started growing at the beginning of time, and there have been many attempts throughout history to either burn down the tree or destroy the tree, but the tree has survived. It is also believed that Ram and Sita, when they started their Vanvas, they first came to Ayodhya and they stayed for some time below this tree. Till about a few years back, the entrance to this tree was closed, but now there is a gap in the wall made by the present government, which has facilitated the people to have a look at the tree. You can see here so many pilgrims come from all over the country. So they carry their own stuff. They have a darshan of Sangam and then they cook their own meal. Finally, these fort walls end right on the river bank of the river Yamuna. Now the fort walls are touching the river Yamuna, whereas for the river Ganga it is some distance away. This is the so-called camping ground which you can see in front. This complete area gets converted into a tent city during Magh Mela. In front of us at the river bank is the Kila Ghat. So Kila is literally translates to fort, and Ghat is a place where the boats can be docked along with the land. So here the boats pick up passengers and they go right across to the ghat in the front, which is called Arail Ghat.
हाँ भैया लाला पहुँचाए आओ अम्मा कब के बाद पूछता है कितना दिए